Welcome to this week's weekly update. This week we looked at two games, Bravo Team and Rangi. We created another channel for you for the Stickmin in Space only. We did a little something for Mother's Day, and the Sci-Fi London Film Festival is going ever closer. Growing. All that and more on this week's weekly update. So without further ado, let's roll those credits. Intro. This week we looked at two games, Rangi and Bravo Team. Now first up we have Rangi, which is a puzzle game which allows you to solve complex puzzles, explore hidden temples, escape deadly platform and revel in the joy of flight as you restore Muskai's stolen ribbon. Inspired by trivial music, arts and architecture from across African continent, Rangi is challenging yet comfortable to play. And yeah, I just did just read that off the TV, sorry. I was just reading that from the PlayStation story up behind you, sorry about that. Because I was just trying to figure out how can I describe what this game is, and I thought, well, let me just have a little look at it. Yeah, it is a puzzle simulator. I wouldn't really class it as a really great game, but for someone who does enjoy puzzle games and with a little bit of a VR twist. I mean, this is quite decent. There are a few little hidden collectibles that you need to try and find, and at the beginning it is very easy to work out the puzzles. In fact, for pretty much most of the game, the puzzles aren't that difficult to work out. They're more like logic puzzles. You just have to work out what the next step is. So they're not really that taxing as far as puzzles go, because, well, the way I determine puzzles if they're taxing or not is if I can actually do it or not. If I can, because I'm not really that good at puzzles, and if I can do them, yeah, they're not that taxing. But if I can't do them, yeah, they're the world's greatest. But no, this one wasn't too bad once you get into it. But don't expect much of a storyline or much of a way of a full-grown experience. I mean, you can complete this game in like 2 hours if you just wanted to breeze through it, or if you wanted to take time and just see in the sights. The graphics are kind of mediocre, but that's a theme that they're going with. I don't think they meant to go for really enhanced. They go for the more stylized type of graphics rather than the photorealistic style of the Uncanny Valley. So take with that as you will. I didn't quite get too much of it. I personally wouldn't recommend it to anyone who really wants a good old-fashioned gameplay out of it. I would certainly recommend waiting until this might come down in price a little bit before going out. I'm sure before long it'll be down in like the bargain bin before you can before too long. Well, that's enough of me dissing that game. Although I'm always on the fence about these games and say, yeah, I mean, if you like the puzzles, I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. It wasn't too bad. Unlike the next title we're going to talk about, which is a AAA game. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and it's come from a very well-known publisher. I can't for the life of me just figure out who it is at the moment, which is Bravo Team. Now, Bravo Team we have been waiting for a long time. Since the aim controller came out, we was told that Bravo Team was going to be an aim controller exclusive title. So yeah, I thought another proper first-person shooter where you can, just like Farpoint, where you can run around and shoot things undercover, dodge, duck, weave. an intricate storyline of being a soldier in a war, that like Call of Duty style, that you would really love. Didn't get any of that. Got none of it. Bravo Team, I would rate as one of the worst games I have played this year. Don't buy it. Seriously, don't buy it. Firstly, let's talk about the free movement that the aim controller gives. It totally ignores that functionality. You can't free move here. This is a teleportation style command where you have to look to a specific point and then teleport to that point. Where in this case, though, you don't actually teleport. You zoom out of your own body, and then you see your body running off to the location. When you get to that location, you then jump back into your body. But it glitches all the time. Sometimes I found myself halfway in the wall when I look back into the body. And I find that the same thing also goes with the enemies as well. There are so many bugs in this game, so many problems. I kind of given like a little bit of a mix-up, which I found was more glitchy or more problematic. Bravo Team or Hunt Down the Freeman. Okay, Hunt Down the Freeman was far more glitchy and buggy, but this one was a definite second runner-up, one of the worst game titles that I played this year. There was some of the bugs included, as I said, glitching through walls. I've even seen, my current player, I'm going to put it right up here so you can see it, if I can download it, because I was having so many problems with it. Hopefully I can download it. But I'll put up here a little something that I saw where I was wondering where my partner is. Where is my partner? And when I walk back, I found that he's stuck running on the spot, and that happens more than once. Other times we have was enemies shooting through the walls. Now I was just sitting down minding my own business, shooting all the people in front of me, and I was wondering where am I being shot at. And as I looked around trying to find the person who's shooting me, I saw bullets start emerging out of a wall, and I realised there was a person that was hiding behind that wall and actually trying to shoot me through it. I thought, no. The only way I managed to get around that was I sent my opponent in to just duck behind him and shoot him from behind. But yeah, wall glitches, not good. And AI movements, totally useless. And the other problem which I found that I even had to restart the game for at one point is that I hadn't got a clue of where I was going. Because we've got these teleport markers that we had to go to this place to that place. At one level, the second level one was under the bridge. I couldn't figure out how the heck that I was supposed to get out there. I went backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I was even at a point that I thought that the enemies were constantly spawning. But I'll get back to that in a moment. I was going backwards and forwards, and after I rebooted the game, replayed it, and got back up to the same position, the only way that I found out was that there was an exit you need to take, but to take that exit you need to have teleported to the specific point that allows that point to be reached. And I was thinking, well, if we had the free movement, we would have just walked out there. But there are times when you just look to an area and try to find, I want to move down there, I want to move down there, but I can't because there's no teleport markers that I can move to, which really breaks the flow and also gets you into a bit of a problematic position. Another glitch I had was right at the very end when I was racing for the helicopter, and I got to the helicopter, and just as I got to the helicopter, it cut to a cutscene saying, "Sorry, you've been taking too long. We can't pick you up anymore." And then they left. But that was okay. If it was time fine, fair enough. We had to do it in a certain amount of time. But the problem was I was actually right next to the helicopter. In the actual game, I could have lifted up my hand and just pulled myself on it. I was at the location that I needed to be at to get on there. But when I got to that location, it then said, "Sorry, no, F you, I'm buggering out of here." So that was another annoyance. Yeah, there's so many annoyances, so many problems with this. Now, many people have asked me, is this game good? Is it worth the money? Now, I've said all the bad things about it so far, and let's have a look at some of the good things. Because at a certain time, it was actually marginally playable. I did quite enjoy myself whilst I was playing it, except for the whole part. Okay, another bad set coming after this. There were some times when the storyline was going, I was just playing around. But is it worth the money? No, it's not worth the money at the moment. Wait until they've introduced free movements, gotten rid of all the bugs, all the flaws, all the glitches, and then if they put it into a bargain bin at less than half its current price, say like if it goes for like a tenner in a bargain bucket bin, then maybe, just maybe, it might be worth it. But there are so many other problems. Some of the combat is boring. It was so boring. I mean, as you can check from up here, I was just one point when I just ran out of ammo, and you've got a pistol with unlimited ammo. So I just like started shooting down the area, just shooting all the people that kept on coming out. And it wasn't really any sort of type of progression. It's, you go into a room, then you're locked into that room until you kill all the people. A certain number, they'll give you like 200 people that you just got to mow down and murder everyone. And then you can go on to the next stage. And then you're into another locked area where you have to just mow down hundreds of people. And as you can see, it was just so boring. Yeah, as I said, one point I was just had my pistol, I was just shooting. Okay, that person's down, waited for the next person to come in, shoot him down, wait for the next person to come in, shoot him down, and that lasted like 10 minutes or so, or me just just ticking off, right, that person's dead, that person's dead, that person's dead, that person's dead, go, done. Yeah, I really felt like I was falling asleep at this time, which is not what a first-person shooter should be. That classifies a good question. Does Bravo Team count as a first-person shooter? Well, the FPS, first-person shooter, you're a person and you're shooting. So from that actual basis, yes, it is a first-person shooter. But it gives first-person shooters such a bad name because it's got no free movements. The weapons are awful. I mean, you've only got like a choice of assault rifle or pistol, and it wasn't until halfway through a game that I got a second weapon, which was a shotgun, and I immediately traded a shotgun back for the assault rifle I originally had because the assault rifle was so much better, so much more accurate. I mean, the shotgun really was just a spray and pray. I had a person like right in front of me that I was shooting at, and all the pellets just completely missed. But the ultra bug problem that I had, one that I didn't notice I didn't get until nearer the end of the game, was that I started getting gun drift. I mean, when I had like the sniper rifle up in my head, on my eye, I was holding it steady, but then the dot started wandering off, and it was very noticeable. It was kind of quick. Well, I wouldn't say quick. It started sliding off and out and at an angle. So therefore, when I was at the sniper rifle range, I had to start leading my target. So aim it over there, wait for the drift to get into a certain place and then shoot. But by the time the drift came in, then I got shot by the enemy sniper. But yeah, it got so bad near until the end of the game that I really just could not aim. I just could not aim at all, because the first bullet would go in the approximate direction that I would want to go, and then every other bullet would start drifting off at an angle like that. I knew if I would probably reset the system, then it might have started working again, right? But as I was doing a live stream, I don't really want to reset a system halfway through a live stream. Anyway, enough of that Bravo team. I've kind of had enough of that now. Yeah, don't get it. Do not get it. Until at least I've sorted out a few problems with it. As I said at the beginning of the video, I've created a new channel. The new channel is called Stickmen in Space. I'll put a link to it down in the video. Brand new channel, no subscribers yet. Well, I think one person did subscribe to it the other day, Grumpy Gamer. So thanks very much for being the first person to see it and subscribe to it. But what I'm going to do on this channel is, because I do want to create a lot of animations and computer graphics. I want to expand the Stickmen in Space series, but I feel that it's going to get smothered if it's put on this channel. I will keep putting it onto this channel, but I want them to have their own channel. So therefore, the thing is, I think that this particular channel that we're here at the moment focuses quite a lot on the Let's Plays, the VRs, and not enough of anything else. When the live events come through, like the Sci-Fi London shows will come through, I will be doing 360 film footages from those. But the majority of the content on this channel is Let's Plays. And I think that if someone wanted to subscribe to just the Stickmen in Space animated series and only that, they might get quite annoyed with all the bombardment of the Let's Plays and all the other possibly junk that they might think of it as, and would unsubscribe. So I created a channel dedicated totally to the Stickmen in Space. So whenever I create something on this channel for the Stickmen in Space, I will copy it over there so it has its own section. So that it's got nothing else, no Let's Plays, no me chatting like this here, no 360 videos, nothing but the Stickmen in Space series or animations. They might even have some comments they might want to say or talk about, but that will be part of the Stickmen canon universe. So please help me out, and if you wanted to subscribe to that channel, the link is down below. Tell your friends about it if it might help that channel grow, because I want to try and see if I can figure out what I need to do on these channels. What do I need to do on YouTube to grow? I mean, we seem to be at a little bit of a steady space at the moment here. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I was at 147 views and went down to 144. Now we're up to 145 at the moment. At the time of speaking this, so what can we do to help increase this channel? What can we do to make this channel better? I mean, any comments or thoughts would be greatly appreciated. Anything that you need me to do, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do to accommodate. Okay, now today is Sunday, but what's so special about this Sunday? The fact that it's Mother's Day. So I've got me and the boys up at the space station. Come here. Created this little card for you to say thank you for being my mother. So from us, the boys, and anyone else out there who has a mother, we wish to thank you and wish you Happy Mother's Day. Here we go. Thanks very much for that. So as I said, I just wanted to create a little something for Mother's Day. So hi Mum, if you're watching, hi, Happy Mother's Day. Cool. So what else is there? Yes, the Sci-Fi London Film Festival is growing ever closer. So if you wish to join in with the fun and enter yourself or your team for the 48-hour film challenge, I'll also put another link down in the description to help you out to sign up for that if you're interested. Remember, there have been over thousands of people that join in this. There are prizes to be won, and we have had a good history and rapport of creating great filmmakers out of this. So please, if you want to join in the fun, or if you want to be a volunteer, links down in the description to sign up. But for now, I think that is that, as we can call it a day. Hopefully we kept this short and brief enough for you. I think I will finish off this week with having a whole bunch of bloopers putting in, because I had a little bit of fun creating this video, or should I say migraines. Yeah, but yeah, I'll finish up with the bloopers. But until later, hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed filming. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to both channels. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys out there. First up, we have a look at Rangi. Now, I hope I pronounced that right. What the heck's going on with my mouth today? Sorry about that. Today we look at Rangi, and I hope that I am pronouncing like that. Right, it is a puzzle game that allows you. Is that don't forget about the Sci-Fi London Film Festival that's coming ever closer. That, as well as that bike is. Install a muffler! And you! You had a look at two games, Rangi and also Bravo Team. Rangi was sort of a type of puzzle simulator. Puzzle simulator? No. To start off with, we are coming up with the this week on the weekly update, we've got Mother's Day, we've got the snap. This week on the weekly update, we looked at two games, Rangi and Bravo Team. We've done another channel dedicated to the stickmen in space. We did a little something for Mother's Day, and the ever close. We're going to do some bonus outtakes on this one as well. This week on the weekly update, we looked at two games, Rangi and Bravo Team. We have added another channel. We have created. This week on Bravo Team, another one for the outtake. We're going to have outtakes. We're going to have outtakes this time. This week on Bravo Team. This week on the weekly update, we looked at two teams. Come on. Get back into focus. This week on the weekly update, we looked at two games, Bravo Team and Rangi. We have created a new channel for the stickmen in space to have their own little niche on the internet. We did a little something for Mother's Day, and the ever closeful, the ever clever, and the Sci-Fi London Film Festival is glowing. Go getting ever closer. Welcome to this week's weekly update. Hopefully I'll get it on this take. Welcome to this week's weekly update. Welcome to the week. Say hi, call up your mum, say happy Mother's Day, and yeah, do stuff, things. I didn't really think this one through, did I? Nope.